I'll kiss your boots if you can do it. But to be the man, you gotta beat the man. And I'm saying, woo, right here. I'm the man. You're gonna be mine. Woo!
You are tuned in to G5 Jeff TV. Mr. Support Your Boy. Mr. Support Good Content himself. All social media is in the description box, and please hit that bell icon so you can be notified when I drop that heat. Now, I feel like I'm a part of the admissions department at like a school or something, because I definitely have to schedule Business 101 for Gennady Golovkin and K2 Promotions, and it's only right. It's only right. The class will be Business 101 for Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, and K2 Promotions. Now, Canelo Alvarez has had a rocky couple of months. You know, no doubt about it. Canelo's had some bad steak. He's had some bad prime rib. He had some bad pepper steak with rice. A bad T-bone steak. All from Mexico. That Mexican meat, man. I'm telling you, that Mexican meat. You know, they put salt, pepper, and clenbuterol in the meats out there in Mexico. And he's been having some difficulties with that. He got suspended by the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and they took some hair follicles. They took some of that carrot top hair out of his head. They took some back hair. I think some hair off the knuckles on his toes. Checked it for clenbuterol, and it came up negative. So we're happy about that. And this is the reason why Triple G and K2 Promotions need to go to Business 101. When you're conducting business, when you're trying to negotiate, number one, you have to understand your position. Okay? You have to understand your position. Know your role. Now, Triple G, K2 Promotions, they came out and basically showed their hand early and said that they will fight Canelo Alvarez with or without the drug testing, without the clenbuterol. Regardless, they would still fight him. That's bad for business because they're putting Canelo as top priority. Never a threat of fighting anyone else. Again, know your position. Know your role. Number two, in Business 101, you cannot let pride get in the way of business. You cannot let pride get in the way of business. It's very obvious that Gennady Golovkin and K2 Promotions lets pride get in the way of business. They can't accept the fact that Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow. Canelo Alvarez is the top money-making guy in boxing, and Golden Boy Promotions controls this situation. Now, they already had a deal in place prior to the bad T-bone steaks. They already had a deal in place. But Triple G, Gennady Golovkin, and K2 Promotions not taking Business 101, not understanding the position that they're in, not understanding what their role is in this situation, they try to go back to the negotiating table and try to get close to a 50-50 split. because they were quote unquote inconvenienced with this whole Canelo and drug testing and clenbuterol thing. And Business 101 tells me that wasn't a smart move. Wasn't a smart move. Number one, it doesn't matter who Canelo fights. Canelo's gonna make that money. He gonna make that bread. He gonna sell them tickets, regardless of who Canelo Alvarez fights. Canelo Alvarez don't have any belts. Canelo Alvarez ain't obligated to fight all of these mandatories. He's not. He's the cash cow. Canelo Alvarez can do what he wants in terms of who he wants to fight and when he wants to fight him. That's what happens when you're the cash cow. And see, Golden Boy, Oscar De La Hoya, Canelo Alvarez, they learned a lot from Floyd Mayweather. Like, Floyd Mayweather being a cash cow, he cracked the whip plenty of times on guys. When they tried to come to the negotiating table and they wanted this and that and this and that, they was like, listen, I'm the cash cow, I'm the man, this is what I'm putting on the table, either take it or leave it. So, Canelo Alvarez, Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya did the exact same thing. They're like, yo, like, I'm not fucking giving you no damn 50-50 split because we had a, we ate some bad beef out there in Mexico that was dipped in clenbuterol. I'm not fucking doing that. And they basically said either take the deal or we rolling. You can't play hardball with somebody that got the juice. You just can't. Now, was Triple G inconvenienced by this whole clenbuterol situation? Absolutely. Was the fans inconvenienced? Absolutely. Was Canelo and Golden Boy inconvenienced? Absolutely. Everybody was inconvenienced. But does that mean that you can flip the script and be like, you gonna get a 50-50 split? Are you fucking serious? It don't matter if you're coming in with multiple belts. Canelo don't care about the belts. The public don't care about the belts. He diminished his belts because he said he's not interested in unifying anymore. If he would have kept that talk going, him bringing in belts might have been more important in this situation. They're just a part of the equation. And actually, him having the belts is actually a problem right now. It's a problem. Because if he doesn't fight Canelo Alvarez, then he got to fight his mandatory. He got to fight Derevianchenko. And you don't want to go from a mega fight against Canelo Alvarez and not get that fight, and you got to fight a dangerous mandatory? Man, please. Business 101. Understand your position. Know your role. And see, we're starting to see this more and more in sports where guys are refusing to accept their role, understanding their position. I'll give you a prime example for my football fans out there. Dez Bryant, wide receiver, used to play for the Dallas Cowboys. He had a big time contract. Last couple years, he ain't been doing this thing. Leading the league in drop passes, all of that. So we all knew that Dallas was either going to cut him or ask him to take a pay cut. So they asked him to take a pay cut, and he said, hell no, I'm not taking no pay cut. Y'all going to pay me my $12 million. Dez Bryant didn't realize that he's not that dude anymore. In his mind, he may think he's that dude, but he didn't understand his position. He wasn't in a position to say, hey, I'm not going to take a pay cut. So because of him not understanding his position, He refused to take a pay cut from 12 million. I mean, they could have cut him down from 12 million to like 6, and maybe gave him $1 million in a duffel bag, and he'd have been right back on with Dallas. But what happened? He declined to take the renegotiated deal. Dallas ended up cutting him after all of the other free agents signed. And where Dez Bryant at now? Dez Bryant got a multi-year offer from the Baltimore Ravens. He turned that down because he didn't understand his position. He don't know his role because he still thinks he's that guy. And now he's out here without a J-O-B. The word for the day is job. J-O-B. In my pop's voice. That's a classic example of not knowing your role, not understanding your position. And Triple G is doing the exact same thing. He's guaranteed at least probably more money than he's ever made in his career. Triple G got the age against him. He's in his mid-30s. Canelo, young dude. He can be around for the next 10 years doing this. Triple G has nowhere to go. He got nothing but mandatory standing in his face, staring at him. Derevianchenko, Jermall Charlo, Danny Jacobs, they all sitting there waiting for him. So what would you rather do, Triple G? You want to take on all three of those guys? And like I said, all you're going to do is get street cred for beating those guys. And I'm not one of these boxing channels that's going to be like, oh, yeah, he should take the Jermall Charlo fight. Yeah, he should take the Danny Jacobs fight. Yeah, in a fucking dream world, yeah. Yeah, he can take those fights. But at the end of the day, what's the money that's going to bring? Is that going to seal his legacy by beating a Jermall Charlo? And don't get me wrong, I fuck with Jermall Charlo. But he's had 2 fights at 160. 2 fights. Danny Jacobs. He fought Danny Jacobs already. Nobody's really clamoring for that rematch. And Derevianchenko, who knows him? Who knows him? That's what's staring in Triple G's face right now. I know it, and if I know it, Oscar knows it, and Canelo knows it. Bottom line is, Canelo Alvarez is the cash cow. He's the A side. He's the top guy. I don't care how much flank steak that he eats dipped in clenbuterol. I don't care. He's the A side. Understand your position, know your role, swallow your pride, take that Canelo fight, and hold court in the ring. You don't like what Golden Boy is doing? You don't like what Canelo's doing? You don't like what Oscar De La Hoya is doing in terms of the negotiations? Take it out on Canelo in the fucking ring. We've seen this before. You know how many people Floyd Mayweather done pissed off at the negotiating table because he bullies people around? You know how many people was pissed off at Miguel Cotto because he was bullying people around? When Miguel Cotto fought Sergio Martinez was a champion, but Miguel Cotto was the A side. He made him fight at 159, except for 160. He made him lose an extra pound just because he was the A side. We've seen this. I want Triple G and K2 Promotions to get to business one-on-one class right now. Right now. They better not cut that class because they need that shit. Stop playing around. Stop acting like you the A side because you are not. Stop trying to get a 50-50 split because you're not going to get it. You're not going to get it. Whatever the old deal was, take the deal. Take it. Take that rematch And if you are who you say you are, then you're going to whip Canelo's ass in the rematch. I think I done said enough. And I think I done made my point. This is G5 Jeff TV, Professor G5 Jeff TV, teaching Business 101 to Triple G and K2 Promotions. And y'all let me know how I did in the comment section. G5 Jeff TV, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Please share this video, support your boy. Support good content at all times. I appreciate y'all. Peace.